Wild at Heart. There's a book called Wild at Heart. The core message is that particularly men have this nature to them that is pioneering, adventurous. We love to venture into the unknown, do crazy things, things that are noble, worthwhile, like the warrior spirit. And I'm speaking specifically to men, but this applies just the same to women in a lot of ways. Something that deeply concerns me and that I see all around me, both in people I interact with on my content, things I see on the news, people in my community, is that we are living a very complacent reality where everything is given to us, everything is handed to us. Even if you work a very simple minimum wage job that allows you to pay rent in a room and home that has air conditioning, where you never have to think about really fending for yourself, it allows you to pay for groceries. You have a car where you can afford gasoline to get from one place to another, which is also air conditioned. And you can work a job where all you do is sit and type away at a computer or file through paperwork. Whatever it is, the comfortability and the convenience of modern society is suffocating that spirit that has driven men to build incredible things. And so what you find is that it's much more rare to see someone who is really living proactively and intentionally, right? Seizing the day, making something extraordinary out of their lives. Because in their minds, if they can live comfortably and not have to worry about anything, then they're fine. And they can just keep living that way. Even people with families, the average person really is content with convenience. And I think that is an absolute tragedy. I have something within me that is constantly pushing me to pursue excellence and meaning and even adventure. Like my mindset, even though I'm a Christian, I believe that there's more after this life. I still only have one life here. I have one opportunity, one shot to make the most of whatever this is, whatever the hell we're doing here on earth. So I'm going to make the most of it. I've often thought about when I become too old to be able to walk and I have to be in a home. Will I even want to live? Do I even want to live a reality where all I do is sit and eat and watch TV and read? And the sad thing is that the majority of people are living like that already. They're not building, they're not contributing, they're not seeking after that spirit of adventure and pioneering and creation. There's a great quote that says that, I think it's Mark Cuban who says, humans were designed to create. That's why you're depressed when all you do is consume. And living in a consumer economy like the United States, all of the powerful people who run these major corporations, companies, and agendas profit the most off of people's desire for convenience and ease. So obviously that's like the incentive for them to build their company based on is, we're going to make it really easy for people to glut themselves and be lazy because that's what they're willing to pay for. And I honestly think that's the reason why there's so much depression today. Is because people have lost that spirit of adventure, that wild and heart tendency that has driven men for all of history to do extraordinary things, to build extraordinary things, to have purpose. It's tragedy in my mind. So I want everyone listening, especially men, to understand that if you are not living to your full potential, if you are not making something out of your life, trying to have an impact and contribute and build something and create something meaningful, how is that different than just being in a nursing home waiting to die How is it different? And how do you think your own mind and your own heart and feelings and attitudes would change if you started devoting yourself to a worthy ideal, to something higher, to something that is worthy and noble of your time and attention? Dedicate your life to something that is purposeful. Take it as a call to action. Maybe you're already doing it, but you're not quite there yet, and you could be doing more. I think that inasmuch as you are devoting yourself to that, the more happy you'll be. Doesn't matter how much money you have. Certainly doesn't matter how much you own. It's all about the focus of your life. Your happiness has so little to do with the circumstances of your life and much more to do with the focus and the direction and the mission. So change those things. Focus on them. And watch the magic happen in your life and in the lives of people around you that you have an impact on. If more people did that, we could change the very sad reality that society is moving in a downward direction. And we could change it quickly if we all took that call to action seriously.